Hello everyone, and then welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to be reviewing and then comparing these two USB-C hub. I've been using Ugreen products since 2015 or so, and then when I want to get a USB-C hub, I said let me still stick to them. They are very good product. They've never failed me. And then Anker, I'm fairly new to their product. I bought their power bank that cost me about $60, only to discover it doesn't have a quick charge. So I was pretty disappointed, but as they say, let me go ahead and then give them another chance on this USB-C hub. So I decided to get it as my second USB-C hub in case this one failed. So it's always good to have them too. Previously, what I use is this Vision Tech, but it's not that quite handy, although it works very well and have a lot of ports. Like you can see, I have two HDMI port and the two display port, and I have about 6 USB 3 Type A port. It works really well. I used to plug my external mouse and then plug 2 drives, and in fact anything I want to plug, and they all work very fine. So but it's not really handy for someone who is on the go, like if you want to travel. This is going to contain a lot of space, and considering you have to plug it anytime you want to use it, so that's another thing that is really a disadvantage about it. Then it doesn't have an SD card reader. You know, MacBook and then some new generation laptop like XPS these days doesn't come with SD card reader. So this one doesn't have an SD card reader, and now I need an adapter with SD card reader. So like here, I got some SD card from SanDisk. Pretty good SD card. I've already opened this one. This is 128 gig, and then this is another 64, and this is another 128 gig, still sealed. So this one, I think I have a file about 120 gig file is already on this one. So I'll be testing the speed with the two USB hub. So let's start. I've already opened them, so nothing special on the box. There's nothing, you just get this and then you get the paperwork that is on the Ugreen, and then you get this nice piece with 3 USB-A port and HDMI port, and then you have the full SD card reader, and then you have the micro SD card. So on the Anker, I think is more expensive. I think I bought the Anker over $40. On the Anker you have the paperwork too, and then you have nothing on one side. You also have this little bag on the Anker. I don't know the use, but I think like the pin. And then you have 2 USB-A. Wow, and you have another PD port. I think this is if you want to charge your Mac, so you can actually charge it through here. That's good. And this one is for data. I think this is only for charging. And then you have the micro SD slot, and you have the SD card port as well, and then HDMI port. The Anker is very, very heavy. Very, very heavy. Okay. Alright guys, I've got everything hooked up. I'm testing with the Anker first. I've got my monitor hooked up. You can see the big monitor there. And I got my Samsung T7 SSD plugged, and also my Western Digital SSD plugged, and then my external mouse plugged. Everything is showing fine, and I also have the 128 gig SanDisk Extreme Pro plugged in as well. So everything is showing up on my laptop, as you can see. So this is the T9, this is the 128 gig SanDisk, and then this is the 1 TB Western Digital. So now I'm going to copy out the file, and I'm going to set stopwatch to see how many minutes it took to copy the file, the 120 gig file. Okay, so this is the file. It's a total of 116 gig point 21. So, and this is the stopwatch. So I'm going to drag it. As soon as I drop it on the screen, I'm going to start the stopwatch at the same time. So it's 18 minutes, and the Anker is still transferring. We are at 105 gig now at 18 minutes. It's 20 minutes, and we are at 113 gigs. So exactly 20 minutes and 43 seconds, 66. So that is when the Anker finished copying the file of 116 gigs. So we are going on to test the same file, the same memory card with the Ugreen, and we are going to plug exactly the same thing we plugged on the Anker. Okay, now I've hooked up the Ugreen and plugged exactly the same thing I plugged on the Anker. You can see everything is showing up on the laptop as well. The monitor is showing, my external mouse is working, and this is the 128 gig memory card, and this is my Samsung T7, and this is my Western Digital 1 TB. So I'm going to open the file now. I'm going to the center. So you can see everything has been hooked up to the Ugreen. You can see the monitor is working. This is my external. This is my Samsung T7 SSD. This is my Western Digital SSD, and this is the 128 gig SanDisk micro SD attached to the Ugreen. So, and this is the file. Same file, same size, 116.21 GB. So I'm going to reset. This is the time that the Anker was able to complete the transfer of that file. So I'm going to reset this one now and then start our counting just like we did on the other one. So I'm going to right click. As I'm releasing here, I press my start button. At 18 minutes, the Ugreen has already copied about 103 gigs. .20 minutes, the Ugreen has copied 112 gigs. Wow. So the Ugreen took 20 minutes and 44 seconds to copy 116 gigs of file, and while the Anker took the same 20 minutes but with 43 seconds. So that's just a seconds faster than the Ugreen. Okay guys, so that's it about the comparison between the two USB Type-C hub, the Ugreen and the Anker. You see in our speed test, the Anker performed slightly faster with 1 second, while the Anker was able to copy the 116 gig file within 20 minutes and 43 seconds. And while the Ugreen was able to copy the same file within 20 minutes and 44 seconds. So the speed is not really that much, and I don't think it's the reason why one should choose the other over the other one. So they are both good in their speed. Then another thing to point out is their port selections. The Anker has 2 USB Type A for data and then 1 Type-C for data, while the Ugreen has only USB Type A. There is no Type-C port. So I don't think it's an advantage either, because the reason I don't think the Anker has the advantage on that over the Ugreen, because the reason why we bought the Type-C hub is to get a Type A port. So if you need a Type-C port, you would have just plugged it directly to your laptop. So I think it wouldn't be a disadvantage on the Anker. So then the second thing to point out is that the Anker also has an extra USB Type-C PD charging port. So for me personally, I don't find that useful. I don't know about you, you may find it very useful. Then another thing also is that the Anker has a LED indicator when you plug it. So for the Ugreen, it doesn't have any indicator to see that it's working or not, but everything works fine. So for me, I think it's a slightly a bonus. Then the main advantage here is the micro SD port. On the Anker, you can see that the memory card sticks in very well, almost flushed to the hub. But on the Ugreen, the memory card sticks out. So, and look at it. So that is not very good. So if there's any accidental fall from the table, I'm not sure your memory card is going to survive it. So it's definitely going to damage the memory card if it should land on the floor with this side facing down. So that is a very, very disadvantage on the Ugreen part. Then both of them get warm during the copying, but I think the Ugreen is more warmer than the Anker. That is another thing to put into consideration. And then lastly, the handy bag that comes with the Anker. So if you have a laptop bag that doesn't have a lot of chambers, you can, and you worry that the hub might scratch your laptop, so with this bag you don't have to worry anymore. So it's very, I think that's the reason for the bag. So that's it. The Anker cost about $34.99, $39.99, while the Ugreen costs $28.99. So that's it. So I hope this helped you to make a good choice for your USB Type-C hub. So thank you guys for watching, and please do subscribe to my channel for more video. Bye.